Hi, Hancock family. How are you? It's Miss Garza, your librarian. As you can hear, I have my family and children here at home. They're helping with the video. That was their part. I have just been at home. I have been working. I have been balancing my house, my children, and my work. I hope you all are all okay. I wanted to share with you a little bit about a foldable that you can use with any of the fiction books that you're reading. Remember, fiction genre is pretend. Anything can happen in those books. And in those fiction books, there is usually characters, setting, a problem, a solution, and there's a theme. So grab a piece of paper. It could be any piece of paper. It doesn't have to be special construction. It's just any piece of paper. And I want you to go ahead and fold it. It doesn't have to be this even. It's not, and this is overlapping a little bit, and that's okay. If I go a little fast, that's okay, because you can watch the whole video, and then if I'm going too fast, you can pause it, or you can pause and go back, whatever you need to do. So once you fold your paper, go ahead and open it up, and I want you to fill in your information just the way mine looks right here. So I went ahead and I used a marker to do the sort of headings that you see here. When you actually go back and do the writing, I want you to use a pencil. Just in case you make a mistake, you can go back and fix it. So go ahead and fill out your characters, setting, problem, theme, and solution. Okay? So I'll go ahead and explain to you about each section. The character section, I put, it's okay to make a 3 little bullet list there. Remember, I always say 3 is key, because if you have 3, that's perfectly fine. If you have 4, that's okay. But at 1, that's not enough. You need to have 3. 3 is key. Setting, remember that the setting, you should probably start with a sentence that says, the story takes place, or this story happened in the forest, wherever it takes place in your book. Problem, this is the problem in this story. The main character probably has, usually in fiction books, has a problem that he's going through, and he needs to find a solution to fix it. Whenever you read the story and you find out, oh, this is how the problem was solved, you write it here. Okay? So for setting and problem and solution, you can always write in complete sentences. So you should be using capital letters, you should be using punctuation marks where they are needed. Okay? I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about theme. And I just always put a little heart there, and you can too, as a reminder. That theme, remember, theme comes from the author's heart, and it's the message that he's trying to give us to use in our real lives. And you've heard me say this before in the library. So the theme goes beyond the text, it goes beyond the surface of what you're reading, and think about how can we use the message that the author is giving us in our real life. Okay, so I'll show you an example, and I'll talk about that in a little bit more in just a second. Okay. Summary is really important, guys. Okay, summary, you want to write a few sentences about something from the beginning, the middle, and the end. So not every single little detail, but just a little bit about the beginning, the middle, and the end, okay? This part is kind of free. You know, I like for you guys to have choice. So picture, I want you to draw a picture down here, and you can draw about your favorite part. And I'll show you an example in just a minute. Okay, so here's this, and then I'll put this back up for you in a little while so that you can see it. So if you're not done, that's okay. So let me show you this little example that I have that my daughter helped me with. So you can see she's really creative, and so in the front she put the title. We just use the 3 Little Pigs as an example by Miss Garza. Okay, you want to put your name down here. 3 Little Pigs. So that way whenever you open up, wow, look at all of this information that you should have filled into your curtain. This foldable is called the curtain only because it's folded like a curtain. That's it. But when you open it up, you have all of this great information here. And always be very specific when you're writing. Remember, be specific. Let's see. So right here, the theme. We know we put the message from the author. If you're using 3 Little Pigs, we have a saying. It's called the lazy person does the double work. So you know, the straw pig's home didn't work. The stick building home didn't work. And then also make good choices about the future. So if you're really thinking about if the 3 Little Pigs would have thought about how they should have made their home out of better material, they probably wouldn't have gone through all of that they had to go through with the wolf. You can see my daughter's favorite part right here is when the wolf goes down the chimney and he gets out of that really hot stew pot right here. He's on fire. So that's up to you. That's where you can be creative. Remember, always using complete sentences to write. Use color. Remember, do writing first with your pencil, and then you can go back and you can do your pictures. Be creative. This is a chance for you to use your imagination and be creative and use color. This curtain you can use with any fiction book. So if you read, I don't know, a pigeon book, you can use it here. If you read Cinderella, you can use this fiction. You can use this curtain with any fiction book. This is not a spelling test. So if you are asking your mom or dad or whoever's with you, how do I spell this word? It's not a spelling test. It's okay. If you spell it wrong, you'll be fine. And then if you actually have the book, or if you're doing an online book like from Capstone, go back into the story. Those words that you want to spell, they're probably there, and you can spell it from there. If you're in pre-K or kinder, mom and dad, it's okay to use this curtain. Have your students talk to you and tell you the answers, and you can write it down for them, and they can do the drawing. So that's okay. First, second, third, and fourth should have no problem with this. Okay? So I'm hoping that you'll use this foldable with any fiction books that you're reading while we're away from school right now. What I want you to do is, when you fill out your curtains, you can go ahead and take a picture of them and upload them on this post that you'll see here on Class Dojo. All right? Thank you. And I can't wait to see all of your beautiful curtains.